right, hello, happy Monday. Brand new start to a new week. I hope y'all had a great weekend, that you had a good time, stayed safe, and enjoyed yourselves, and have a nice start to the week. Today is one of those days where I am actually tired and just kind of like didn't have that same oomph and motivation to want to go to the gym, but you got to do it, right? Like, that's, if you want something, if you want that goal, that end prize, especially if it's a long-term play, like something, you know, like getting the fitness of what you the fitness goals that you want. And even my speech, you can just hear it in my speech, I'm just like kind of like brain fried. It was a busy day, one of those days where like it went fast, but it just kind of drained. It's like fries you. So regardless, we're going to go in there and still do the best we can, try to get the workout in, and I'm hoping that it's one of those days that I've talked about earlier where it's like you feel crappy, kind of like, I mean, I don't feel crappy, but just like tired and sluggish before going in, and then once you get going, you kind of catch that second wind, and then it's like, okay, now we're cranking. So hoping it's going to be one of those situations where once I get going, then I'm going to actually feel good. You know, it's one of those easier workout days, chest and triceps, hopefully going to squeeze in some rear delts as well. So definitely not one of those like more difficult, at least it's not like a leg day where I have to do some really like neurologically fatiguing movements. Chest is pretty easy in terms of like how much it drains the body. You know, you still got to push, you still got to, you know, train hard, but it's not as exhausting as doing some like heavy squats and stuff like that. So probably gonna go in, do 3 sets of incline on the hammer strength, 3 sets of the flat hammer strength, and maybe finish off with some flies. And then I'm wondering if I want to maybe do like one of those like burnout ones at the end where I just kind of do just like a few sets of just incline push-ups. So I say decline because you're at a decline, but the way the tension puts on the muscle, it actually ends up being like an upper chest exercise. So you start incline until you hit failure, and you immediately turn around and then do the decline, just to get some more reps in, just as like a kind of a finisher for the chest. I used to do those, you know, it's something I've done in the past, and it just really, I mean, the pump is killer because you're really just doing high volume push-up sets, and it just really swells the muscle with blood, and like the pump is insane when you do that. And you know, don't short credit push-ups. I will honestly say, when I first started working out, it was like whatever I was in sophomore in high school, I started working out at home, and I had limited equipment to work with, and I was just doing push-ups. And you know what, some people will disagree with this, but I stand by the fact that you can actually get a lot of chest development doing push-ups. Don't shortchange them. Don't think that they're not doing anything, because they for sure are. But yeah, now I'm going to use it maybe as like a finisher burnout at the end, and go from there. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to go in there, we're going to crush it, do the best we can. Probably need to do some cardio because I've been slacking on that. Not good, even if it's just for the health of it. Really shouldn't be skimping on cardio, and I really want to advocate and have my channel really push cardio as something that is a non-negotiable, just because, you know, aesthetics aside, the health implications of cardio are so much beyond what weight training can give you. Weight training's cool, you know, having muscles is cool, and don't get me wrong, it's not like there isn't any health benefit associated with putting on muscle and strength. Of course there is, but just the absolute systemic benefits of having cardio in your routine, it's going to yield a lot more dividends in terms of just like as far as your health is concerned. I full-blown credit cardio with being kind of the instrumental variable that's resolved some of my blood pressure issues, because there was a period of time where I was actually kind of like struggling with having elevated BP, like where I was getting high readings, you know, in the mid to high 130s, sometimes even low 140s, and then like a rogue, like some like occasional like rogue really high readings. But that was usually when I was like blasting some like ridiculous amount of caffeine and stuff like that. There was other stuff at play that was kind of irresponsible that I took out, and then that fixed it. But even then, I was still like having some high pressures, and I implemented cardio, and then now it was like that was really the key variable that I put in there that brought down the pressures to now where it's in like, okay, normal healthy range. I actually, in the clinic today, we had like a, we do like practice drills, and today we were doing manual readings of pressures, and the person that was actually experienced doing the instructing gave me a reading, and it was like something, I think it was like 117, like 117 over 70 something. So, it was good. It was systolic was really good, and then a diastolic was normal. And that's been consistent now for several weeks. So I'm very happy about that, because pressure, that's not something you want to mess with. If your blood pressure is high, that's not really something that you should be sitting on. If you got high pressure, that's kind of one of those situations where you need to address that, kind of like your house is on fire, because from a public health perspective and epidemiological perspective, elevated blood pressure, that's like the number one global risk factor for early death. So if you tally together all the causes of death worldwide, the number one risk factor that predicts early death is hypertension. So it's not something to mess around with. If that's something that you're dealing with, you need to get that addressed. And if you want to go ahead and try to do that through lifestyle factors, that's awesome. I stand by that. I support it. I'm not here to give medical advice or anything like that, but if you want, what's the word? It's noble. I commend you for trying to approach it first through lifestyle variable factors before hopping on pharmaceutical interventions. But hey, you know what? If you do everything you possibly can that makes you still feel like you're living a normal life, and it's still you're still having some issues with it, then maybe it's something to consider. There's a lot of pressure medications on the market now that have a pretty good risk to benefit profile, and that's just something you gotta talk to with your doctor to see if it's worth it for you, or something that's advisable. But so cardio, don't skip it. So maybe squeeze in a little bit of that there. Really all you need is like a half an hour zone 2 every day. It's not a lot, just for your health. And if you want to go above that, now it's going to yield some more benefits too. You start going over a half an hour, now you're getting more into like you care about burning fat and things like that. But you still get fitter, and it makes it's going to have health benefits as well. So all right, we're here, we're going to get it done, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, Monday workout locked in. Oh, my voice is all messed up. I don't know why. Cardio got me freaking like parched, and I've been drinking water too. I made the mistake of going outside without my jacket on, because I was like, hey, it was warmer today, I can go outside, it's not a big deal. It's cold. Like, I walked outside and I'm like steaming. This whole car's, oh geez, the whole car's fogging up now. Yeah, I'm feeling goofy. I got like the 9 o'clock sillies right now from cardio messing my brain up. But it feels good. Feels good because I haven't done cardio for like a week, which I do not recommend. You should be doing cardio, ideally a little bit every day, half an hour, just because it will improve every metric of your life. It is an indispensable tool to just make you a better person. I know I'm probably not doing a good job convincing anybody right now with how it whooped me, but no, it is true. Because like once you get like fit and in shape and you can handle like heavier duty cardio sessions, and I promise I'm gonna get a new thing that stops moving around. It feels good. I remember you get to this one level of fitness where I don't know for sure if this is what it is. So maybe somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable on this can set it straight, but I think it has to do with the transition of your body utilizing primarily carbs for a fuel source to fat. But there was a time when like I would do cardio, and I would kind of hit like that wall where I was like really tired, and it's like you just, every fiber in your body wants to stop. But if you fight that and you keep going, you hit this point where like you get a second wind, and it's like, holy cow, like the world becomes brighter, and you just feel like you have endless energy and can go forever. That's a good feeling. I like that feeling a lot. And I think that's your body switching from like you utilized all the carbs, and then your body is in like that slump period as it's transitioning to utilizing fat for fuel. And then once it starts like being able to meet its energy demands via, you know, fatty acid metabolism, that's when like you get that second burst of energy and you're really like cranking then. That is a good feeling, because it's like, holy cow, you like the mental clarity and just like the feeling of being able to just like run or whatever the cardio it is that you're doing, just being able to like sustain that for just like an indefinite period of time. That's a cool feeling. I really hope anybody who's like has an inkling of interest in fitness, that you get to experience that one day. It is cool, and it's like you can't really even convey it. It's like just something you have to get, like you have to experience it for yourself to really know how awesome it is. But for those who have experienced that, it's like hopefully they can vouch for it, because it is a cool feeling. So yeah, definitely cardio. And even for people that predominantly are interested in weight training and getting stronger, cardio is still an indispensable tool for you too. Because even me right now, like where I'm trying to optimize like building as much muscle as I can, which is why I dialed back the cardio a little bit, because I was going a little freaking bananas with it, and it was hindering my strength. I mean, I do want to try to get up tomorrow morning really early, but I'm not going to try to like just push as hard as I possibly can for cardio. Not to say that I couldn't, because not to say that I couldn't if I wanted to, but strictly for the other goal of trying to keep like strength and building muscle right now is like the top priority. And then once we get closer into like the warmer months, you know, like maybe like end of March, like, I mean, well, actually that's even kind of late, because the wedding is May 4th. So I don't even count, it's in May. So like, I don't even count May as a month towards like the 5 months towards the wedding. It's really like April is like that last month, because like the wedding is the 4th day of May. So it's like, I don't even count that as being an extra month, obviously. So January, February, March, April, that's 4 months. So come December, like in a few days, that's going to be truly then it'll be 5 months to a wedding body. But yeah, ideally like mid-February to end of February, and then like definitely like March 1st, 8 weeks really going to just like into the shredding. All right, come on. That was a weird intersection transaction. Then really going nuts with the harping in on fat burning, and at that point lowering the priority of trying to gain muscle as opposed to just like retaining it. So yeah, that's kind of just where we're at, and I'm gonna upload this. I filmed a little clip over the weekend that I never got around to posting, and that's kind of like I filmed it when I was driving to New Jersey, and I just kind of started rambling my thoughts about life and love and everything like that. So I think I'm gonna post that up maybe tonight, with, you know, this posting tomorrow, like following that ordinary schedule that I've been following, where I film tonight and then have it post the next day. But I think I'll post the one I filmed this weekend up tonight, and just, I think I'm going to title it like Thoughts on Love or something like that, because I kind of talk about relationships and my thoughts on like modern dating, and, you know, just like a little bit of my 2 cents. Not that it's like worth anything or whatever, it's just me kind of expressing what I think about it. But who knows, maybe somebody thinks it has some value, or that it's going to be useful. I do think it's decent advice, or just at the very least something to consider. So yeah, we're gonna get home here soon and kind of follow our normal evening routine of getting all these video things set up and then having some dinner and getting to bed and rinse, wash, repeat all again tomorrow. So I hope you have a good night, everybody. Hope everything is good with everyone, and if you want to stick around for these kind of videos and updates, like I said, I promise there's an expansion of content coming. So please, if you are interested in any of that, please give a subscribe. Offer your comments in the comment section of what you think would be interesting and things you'd want to see. Yeah, I mean, I would really love to start getting conversations going and talking to people and you know, just seeing what people have to say and where they're at and how we can all help each other. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to cancel it here and have a good night.